those RSBN sweatshirts. You can order RSBN merchandise. You're going to hear a lot of Rolling Stones here. We hear it all the time, by the way. Joe, give me a text. Let me know that this is working. Jake, who's working there? Let me know that this is okay. So this is the venue. I don't want to start talking to people because I don't want to waste any good interviews in the meantime. But fall is here in New Hampshire, probably about high 50s, early 60s right now. I'm wearing that same old, well, I have several versions of this RSBN shirt. This might be the only time you see me in a 2-week period from last Thursday until next week. Might even be longer than that. Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah is coming up. I do observe the Jewish holidays pretty earnestly. We do have Brad, who has his act together, really learned the stuff well, did a great job in Melbourne, Florida 2 days ago. Waukesha, Wisconsin yesterday. He knows the ropes, and he's not Jewish, so he's going to be definitely covering whatever events are on Monday and Tuesday and possibly on Wednesday, Thursday, because there's a rumor that Trump is going to be traveling out west, and Brad may already be there next week. Okay, Adam Taxin back here in Bedford, New Hampshire, right outside Manchester, the biggest city, if not necessarily the state capital of New Hampshire. And this is where the Trump rally is going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern time. You can see right there is where the RSBN camera is going to be. Very good spot, I would say, right next to the pool cam. Prime real estate. RSBN is starting to get respect. I drove here, not as expensive as flying, but thank you for who've made the travel possible and whose donations now are making it possible for RSBN to grow. We now have a second cameraman, Brad, who is doing. Right there is where the RSBN time. You can see the rally is going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern time. You can see right there is where the RSBN camera is going to be. Very good spot, I would say, right next to the pool cam. Prime real estate. RSBN is starting to get respect. I drove here, not as expensive as flying, but thank you for who've made the travel possible and whose donations now are making it possible for RSBN to grow. We now have a second cameraman, Brad, who is doing a great job. And I am particularly appreciative because I can take the Jewish holidays off, which are very important to me, next week, and that's why you're not going to see as much of me lately. Hi, how's it going?
Good.
You want to say something? You can be the first person on RSBN's pregame show if you have a win. I mean, obviously you're outspoken. You're a proud member of the basket of deplorables.
Yeah. Cool.
Do you have 2 minutes?
Well, I'll take.
I assume you did not serve under Barack Obama?
No.
Okay.
No.
Any thoughts on the news of the last few days? Specifically, the potential terrorism in Hoboken, New Jersey today, and also the latest so-called scandal and the debates.
Well, I know I can't swear.
Okay.
But I will say this: nuke them until they glow and use their butts for runway lights.
Okay. Thank you for talking to us. We may be back later. Who wants to talk to Right Side Broadcasting Network? I'm here. Come on over. Not near the speaker, though. No one wants to hear opera. You can listen to the, opera channel on, what the hell is it called? Sirius XM. I'm taking a line, taking speakers as far from the speaker as possible. Come on over. We're the good guys. RSBN, pregame show. Your chance to be a star. Come on over here. You're the first lucky guy. All right, come on. No whammies. Let's get a word back from the studio in Alabama. Is this working? Is it not working? I don't know. It looks on my end like it's working, but I'll tell you one thing. We get a disproportionate number of smokers during the pregame show. We love our smokers. We love our freedom of smoking. I don't know if that's in the Constitution, but smokers are a little more chill because they take their time. They don't have as much in the way of ants in their pants. And guys in Alabama, I would really like a message whether this is working or not working. So, because this seems like a fine gentleman, a Purple Heart, combat wounded. Now I'm basically stalking him and trying to get him to come talk on our pregame show. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. He can't get away right now because he's in the middle of that cigarette.
I might have another one.
Okay, he might even have another one if he likes us. And I don't even know if this is transmitting, but... Okay, their loss if they don't get to see it. But it is working. Thank you, Alabama, the studio. It's all good. So it's apparently working for the next few seconds. Thanks to the Emos app. And we're going to take our time. And I'm not going to be hyper because I'm a little more tired than usual. What's your name?
Jim Dias.
Jim Dias, and I take it you are a veteran based on your hat.
Yes, I am.
All right.
32 years service.
Yeah. 32 you said, or 22? Wow.
32.
What branch were you in?
Army.
Okay. Are you a native of New Hampshire?
No, I lived here for 25 years. I'm a native of Newport, Rhode Island. Prettiest city in the country.
You guys are snobs.
No, we're not.
I hear. For some reason, it's not working. Man, this is killing me. But I'm going to talk to you anyway, because on my end, it's supposedly working. So you're not a bunch of snobs.
No,
One would think if you're from Newport, you would be inclined to join the Navy, or were you just a rebel?
I was in college right up here in St. Anselm's, New Hampshire, and I was drafted right out of college.
Oh, you were drafted?
Didn't even get to go home after graduation.
Uh-huh.
They took us all on a bus and sent us down to the VA.
Oh, okay.
1966.
All right, so you didn't want to be a sailor.
No,
despite being from Newport, Rhode Island, you had seen enough of it.
Yeah.
Or you like me, you got seasick.
No,
Okay.
I just decided the Army was the place to go at that time.
Cool. So let's find out more about you. It's such a nice day here in New Hampshire. I'm not going to rush through interviews. People, when they do complain about me, they say I'm a little too hyper. Actually, that's my mom who says that. So I'm just going to chill. I'm kind of tired today. And
Did you fly in from?
No, I actually drove in from the Philadelphia area yesterday, which is where I'm from, even though we are based in Alabama. Thanks, Joe. I see that it's currently working. That's great because I really like talking to, what's your name again?
Jim Dias.
Jim Dias, originally from Newport, Rhode Island.
That's where I live now.
He lives there now. So you drove.
Back.
You drove about an hour and a half to get here, I guess.
No, I'm staying with a friend in New Hampshire.
Okay. Is this your first?
In Massachusetts.
Which is only about 10 minutes from here, right?
We're about 15 minutes.
Yeah, the border is really close.
Yeah.
I did an event in Laconia, New Hampshire. Oh, here must be a bus from, I just want to show what's going on. This must be a bus from the airport. People are parking in the airport. There's not a huge amount of parking here, but that's how they're doing it today. I have no idea what... Joe asked me what a wolf something obscene that can be obscene is. I don't know. I'm doing an interview here with Jim, and Jim's even done his cigarette, so he's now being nice to talk to us now. So it's your first Trump rally, you say?
Yes.
Okay, you didn't go all the way up to Laconia 2 weeks ago.
No, I didn't go. I was at my son's in another part of northern New Hampshire, so I'm homeless because my house burnt down. I'm waiting for them to redo
Oh, really?
it. Yeah.
What happened? It wasn't because of the smoking we saw
Electrical
before.
fire.
Oh no. So what do you like about Trump?
I like his enthusiasm.
Uh-huh.
I think he's a smart man. He has to be smart to do all the things he did. And I get a kick out of everybody saying, well, what'd she say in the debate about the hand on the
Trigger, yeah.
Well, there's 3 people that have keys.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So he can't just go in and press the clicker. It's got to be 2 other people who have to do it at the same time. So there's a check and balance for that.
You know what? Let me ask you a question about the debate. I was listening to Rush Limbaugh during my fairly long drive up here from Pennsylvania, and he was making the point that ordinary Americans don't look at the debate as like how many points here, how many points there, like I guess in a boxing match. They're seeing an overall picture. How is the person handling themselves? And they don't even necessarily see a winner or loser. How do you see the debates? Is that the way you interpreted it? Obviously, you're for Trump anyway.
Well, I think she did a pretty good job, but it's just her background.
Right.
It's too much. I was reading the other day, Whitewater, and all these scandals.
Yeah, Whitewater people don't even talk about. That was pretty bad too, but it's not one of the ones people talk about.
And the flower, I mean, I hope he takes it easy if he's going to blast the husband for all his affairs. I don't know how that
so you like the fact that he took it easy at the end, that he didn't quite go there?
Because I think that's what people think is, that's privacy and all that. I don't know. I already know about it, so it doesn't matter to me.
I think a lot of the public did. And he got points for being a gentleman, yet reminding people about whatever they want to speculate he was going to say there. I don't know. It could have been Monica. It could have been lots of people.
I mean, these are all facts. This isn't hyperbole. This is all true facts. We lived through the Monica Lewinsky. We lived through the impeachment.
Yep.
I mean, I agree. His biggest point to me was, gee, Hillary, you're coming up with all these solutions. You've been in government 30 years. Why didn't you think of that stuff all along?
Oh, she wanted to save it for now.
Yeah, she wanted to save it for now. But she also, what's going on with the energy? Why isn't the pipeline? Talk about the pipeline. Talk about the coal miners. We could be energy efficient.
Hillary's...
But that EPA and the Democrats, they really believe that this is not a good thing. And I think most Americans would love the pipeline because we want to be energy independent. Now that this lawsuit with the 9/11 victims, they're saying the oil's gone up already. So we should be independent. There's no need of it. There's Wyoming, there's South Dakota. They got all kinds of
North Dakota, I think you mean.
North Dakota. They got all kinds of energy deposits that we could go for.
I was going to say, and of course, as Trump said, it's not something he emphasizes, we should have taken their oil.
Exactly. We didn't get anything for all the trillions of dollars we spent.
Yep.
And then we give $1.7 billion to Iran, 400,000 of it, 4 million being in cash.
Right.
I mean, this is unheard of in America.
Crazy. It's as if we're doing whatever they want. Who does Obama represent? Who is Hillary going to represent? I don't think it's people like us.
No, it's not.
You say that without a doubt.
No, it's not us. She talks about helping the needy. Look at the country, all these shootings.
Did you hear about Hoboken today?
Hoboken,
the breaking story. It seems a lot like terrorism to me.
Do you?
I mean, I'm totally speculating based on what I saw in the Drudge Report and Gateway Pundit.
Terrorism because they said he thought he might have had a heart attack.
Well, that could happen. I mean, if he didn't slow down, but also if you're a suicide bomber, why not? You take a lot of people out. But it's pure speculation on our end, of course.
But you got to look at that first because we're being tortured by these people.
Yeah, there was the incident in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Obviously, it was a little bit different. It's the bomb, unrelated, but maybe it's something they're targeting. Commuters around there. I don't know.
I don't know neither, but we'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
I do trust the law enforcement.
I do.
I really do. And I think she was wrong on search and frisk. Is that what the name of it is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was one of the things Lesser Holt ran interference for.
I just read it in the paper. It is constitutional.
Yeah. Lesser Holt just made that up.
It's unconstitutional. Yep. But why don't they hold her to the feet on those
Hey, the moderator. You saw the moderator there. It was outrageous.
Very disappointed. And he said something about Trump didn't oppose the Iraqi war. Well, this film that says he did.
First of all, he was a private citizen last I checked. It's interesting how he didn't want to talk about that with Hillary Clinton, who was, a senator, whose public record is a little more important at that point, who has a certain obligation.
He's a private citizen at that point.
He still is a private citizen for that matter now.
He can say things, but he didn't have the intelligence.
Right.
He didn't have all the things that she had. So it was a bad decision.
And they mischaracterized what he said. So I take it your opinion wasn't changed by the fact that Hillary's now having this porno actress from Venezuela out there, the one Trump called Miss Piggy, who gained 60 pounds.
Miss Universe.
Yeah, Miss Universe. No, I don't know.
I got to listen to more of that.
Yeah, it's
Megan Kelly had her on last night.
Oh, really?
But I don't know what happened. I just saw it on Facebook, so I'll have to.
She also was threatening to put a hit on a judge's life in Venezuela. She apparently was driving a getaway car, and the latest I saw was there was some Spanish version, I don't know if it's Spanish language or the actual country Spain, even though she's not from Spain, version of Big Brother, and she actually had sex with someone on TV during that show. So a real class act.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's always something behind the story.
Yeah, well, that's in front of the camera. That's not just behind the story. So it's interesting that's who Hillary chooses to make her her, what's the word, surrogate in this case.
Yeah. Well, she does that with all of them. Just like the people, the Iraqis that were in the Democratic convention. I don't think he meant that. He's so pro-military.
Yeah.
He's so pro-veteran. He's so pro-soldiers. I think they were out of order. Yep. I really do think they were out of order.
It was totally. And by the way, as soon as we found out more about the cons, some other things at the address that were given in, which were, I guess, the kind of things that would be, this is a family show, but Miss Piggy might have been involved in. Let's just leave it at that. And also there was speculation about why exactly was the Khan's son parading the soldiers right in front of where the terrorists might be. As soon as that started coming out, we stopped hearing from the Khan.
Yeah.
And we stopped hearing the movement to put them on Mount Rushmore.
But he's got a lot of generals and admirals. What did he say, 100 and something? I think, Flynn is from my home. Flynn, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, I know very well.
Mm-hmm.
He was from Middletown, Rhode Island, but he used to go to our church, and I used to see him. And
no kidding.
His brother-in-law is married to my niece. So we get kind of information. He's wonderful.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job, and I loved how Trump brought the whole media out as a redhead.
Getting through, because he'd only brief Obama's staff. Now, you know what they are. They're smart and they're good, but they don't have the intelligence.
That would be, this is a family show, but Miss Piggy might have been involved in. Let's just leave it at that. And also there was speculation about why exactly was the Khan's son parading the soldiers right in front of where the terrorists might be. As soon as that started coming out, we stopped hearing from the Khan.
Yeah.
And we stopped hearing the movement to put them on Mount Rushmore.
But he's got a lot of generals and admirals. What did he say, 100 and something? I think, Flynn is from my home. Flynn, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, I know very well.
Mm-hmm.
He was from Middletown, Rhode Island, but he used to go to our church, and I used to see him. And
no kidding.
His brother-in-law is married to my niece. So we get kind of information. He's wonderful.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job, and I loved how Trump brought the whole media out as a redhead.
Getting through, because he'd only brief Obama's staff. Now, you know what they are. They're smart and they're good, but they don't have the intelligence background to know all the things that he knew, and it never got up to the president.
I have to interrupt with a message from Alabama, which is where our studio is. We love our vets, and we enjoyed talking to you. This is Jim Dias from Newport, Rhode Island. And I'm going to move around a little, but you're going to need another cigarette soon, so I know where to find you.
Okay, my friend.
Thank you for your service to our country. And I'm going to move around, and hopefully the signal will get better. Let's take a look at the end of, let's just look at what people are buying. The shirts and buttons do change on a periodic basis. Hello, how y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Say hi to Right Side Broadcasting Network. Deplorable Me, that's a new one. Let's make sure, because these do change every week or so. And Deplorable is now a big one. Donald, hide your kids because we can't say that word that begins with F. Actually, we can. United We Stand. We see one for Israel. That's cool. And is that a Rosh Hashanah thing? I guess that it would be big seller this particular week. We're at the synagogue for Rosh Hashanah services. How's our signal doing? You can see, boo. You can see this is how it is typically. It's a small parking lot. We don't have parking for thousands here at the Sportsplex. I mean, basically, they never have this many people in there. But it's a situation which it's a football field, but they're going to fill up what would be the football field with people, but there isn't the parking for that. So people are coming from Manchester Airport, which is really very close to here. Hello. Good. Can I talk to you for a minute?
If you buy something.
How about if we publicize it? We have thousands watching.
If you buy something.
Oh, I'm not buying. I'm from the media. You should. No Right Side Broadcasting Network knockoffs yet.
Only if you buy something.
I'm not. I'll tell you what. I'm not buying that Cleveland Browns hat. Are you actually a Cleveland Browns fan?
Cleveland Browns fan, born and raised.
Are you from Cleveland?
That's right.
What's it like being? Are you an Indians fan too?
I'm a Browns fan, Indians fan, Captain fan.
Okay, so you've had a little more success with the other two lately. Do you think the Indians
gonna get your interview, huh?
I want to get an interview. We like you. You're friendly. You're colorful. You smile on camera. So, what's your big seller this week?
Yeah, let me show you.
Oh, we know that song. We'll talk to you in a minute.
You ready?
Yeah.
Bam! Bomb the hell out of ISIS.
Bomb the hell out of ISIS. Now that's funny. That is selling well now, even though he's been saying that for a while. Can we see your deplorable shirt? Deplorable Me Trump 2016. That is, those are, what are they called again?
Deplorable Minions.
The Minions. Okay, what else? Now we have the standard. That's one that you've had for a while. Probably time to reduce inventory. Make America Great Again. No, I don't see much in the Hillary for Prison department from you.
Oh,
that's because I was looking in the wrong place, I guess.
You're going to make me like you, huh?
I'm trying to win you over, and I want people to go, what's your name, by the way? Hillary for Prison. Now, that's a standard, right? Deplorable Me is the main deplorable thing. We have a Deplorable Lives Matter. Okay, that is a takeoff of Black Lives Matter. You don't find it offensive to say Deplorable Lives Matter? I'm kidding.
And then look, all lives matter. We just putting emphasis on the black because all the stuff that's going on and things that's being done to the blacks. But all lives definitely matter.
Yeah, definitely. Except for some like insects and stuff that really get pesky. Mosquito lives matter don't matter to me in summer because I spend time down south.
Let me tell you, check this out.
Yep.
God has been so good to me that I said I wasn't even hurting an ant no more. If I see an ant,
I like ants.
I'm gonna move it out the way. If I see a spider or something, I'm just gonna move it out the way. I refuse to kill it or hurt anything.
Oh, I know, I'm with you. I'm just saying I draw the line at mosquitoes. See, we're based in Alabama, and it was just summer, so like ants I respect because I'm Jewish, and we say the ant is a great symbol of productivity, and we can learn a lot from ants.
Right.
And also, spiders actually get rid of a lot of more dangerous insects, and I find webs very beautiful when I see them.
I was just saying to say, not putting no emphasis on anything, but just to let you know that I don't want to hurt anything, no matter what. Yeah. I want to take it and put it back in its proper habitat.
True, I'm with it. Just I draw the line at mosquitoes. That's all. And what was your name again?
What's my name?
You make whatever. I'm not going to verify it. Oh, Hillary Clinton's coming. Okay, and he's a Cleveland Browns fan, so if you're here in New Hampshire, you should buy from him because you should feel sorry for him as a Cleveland Browns fan. I'm just kidding. You guys almost won this. You guys almost won this week,
hold
didn't you?
on. The Indians is in the playoffs.
I know they are.
Cavaliers won the championship.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to generate your sales, so that's why I'm emphasizing the Browns. And by the way, it's not that cold here.
You know what it is? I live in Las Vegas, so this is very cold to me.
Cool.
This is cold.
So you spend a lot of time in swing states. Good luck. And thank you. And this music, which you may recognize, hello, we said we'd talk to you. I think it's coming from this CD. Joe, Jacob Seals, are you familiar with this song that's playing now? What is this song?
What now?
You know, what is this song from?
What is this song from?
Yeah.
Who you with?
Right Side Broadcasting.
Oh, I don't want to be interviewed by y'all.
Okay. Okay, what's your big seller? Can we just ask you that? We're good guys, don't worry.
I know, but you got to give me the paperwork, man.
Okay,
Like
two in demand.
Yeah, like Showtime did. You know, we had to sign paperwork and everything.
Oh, we're not giving you a hard time or anything.
So they can release it and stuff like that.
Gotcha. No. We're just trying to entertain our viewers and help you get more sales.
Oh, okay.
What should people buy? What's new this week? That's a hot seller this week.
Signs are always the
Signs.
best. More lives matter.
I noticed you're making some new color shirts. The Make America Great shirt you have in black and blue. I guess people are getting sick of the red ones by now.
No, no.
They like it. It's still a top seller. And I like the tan one.
Just have to give people choices. You know?
How are the CDs selling?
Awesome.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Good. Good to hear.
Yes, sir.
Any final messages?
Make America great again.
Thank you. Good luck with your sales today.
All right, thanks.
And are you guys going to get out the ski hats or more winter-oriented stuff anytime soon?
Well, we'll see.
I guess in New Hampshire it'll sell.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you for talking to us. Okay, where am I going now? I don't even know. I'm going to try to talk to people, but people are walking in, and we don't get such a good signal when we go inside. Imagine another bus. How y'all doing? Oh, you're media, right? Want to talk on our pregame show anyway?
He does. Whatever you want to ask.
Are you guys from NBC?
Yeah, well, we are actually,
What? Oh, you're not allowed. Okay.
no, the guy with the cigar can talk.
We love our guys with cigars. Okay. We're all for freedom.
It's a beautiful day.
Okay. Yeah, so media guys can't really talk to a competitor.
Live?
Oh yeah, we're live on live stream and we're making sure the signal works. So basically, I stay out of there. I was doing it from inside, but they're bringing all the people inside so quickly that, I want to get people to interview. Hopefully the next busload from the airport will come in soon. Do you know if he's going to say anything interesting today, or is it probably going to be same old, same old? Shauna Attire, a United Withstand shirt that you can buy from this man. How are sales going?
Oh, that's actually them.
Oh, that's them. Oh, you're actually here for the rally.
No, that's just their merchandise. My merchandise.
We'll
right
talk
here.
to you. We got
That's
plenty
fine.
of time.
That's fine.
Can you tell us about what's selling well, what trends in Trump paraphernalia sales you have?
Honestly, it all sells well.
Okay.
If it's got his name on it, people will buy it. The red hat's always a good
Yep. And
solid staple. I'm sure you've heard that before.
yep. Now the people in Florida, which is an important swing state, this may not be for you, but it's starting to get a little chillier here. And this, if you're heading to New Hampshire or you're looking ahead a few months, these are things you may want to consider. We're not quite there yet. This man is wearing shorts.
I wear shorts year round.
Oh, okay. That's true.
I'm a little stubborn.
All right. What so the deplorable stuff is still selling, or is that sort of slowing down now?
Honestly, I just got those the other day.
Let's see this. Deplorable Me, Trump, related to despicable. It goes great with a don't tread on me. Hot chicks for Trump. I'm not sure that has been that necessary yet today from what I've seen, but you never know. It would have come in very handy at High Point, North Carolina a few weeks ago. Oh, you were there?
We ended up leaving. We
Okay.
got there, and then we ended up going to, what was the next one after that, Asheville?
Yeah?
Or whatever that one was after it.
Yeah. No, okay. I vaguely. I don't know. They all blend together for me after a while.
It's
Cool
you
mustache,
and me
by the
both.
way.
Thank you.
So what differences do you see in different consumers? Like, do you ever see people looking a little more closely at the merchandise at some places?
A lot of women
Uh-huh.
come up and do this number.
Really?
They like to feel the quality.
Mm-hmm.
They want to.
Feels like pretty good quality here. Yeah. And can we see where it was made? I'm not going to tell Trump if the answer is not one that he likes. I can't even read it. Dominican Republic.
I was gonna say this one's DR.
Yeah.
So if we got them made in America, we'd have to charge more of them.
Of course.
So
That's all right.
it's not
just
mine.
thinking.
Otherwise, I'd give it away. It's more fun.
Now, this one would probably go over pretty well with Bernie supporters, I imagine.
It does.
Yeah.
Some people like it, but a lot more Bernie supporters, I would believe so.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work out here, you can always just cross the border into Vermont and see. And that's not Bernie country in southern Vermont. We're in southern New Hampshire right here. In fact, we're not even that close to Vermont. We have Trump, Make America Great Again, a picture of Trump. Good picture of Trump. We have, now this is interesting. It's camouflage with pink. What's your name, by the way?
Uncle Reddy.
Uncle Reddy. So if you're a veteran who's very concerned about breast cancer, for example, this would be an excellent choice for you.
I never thought of it that way, but most certainly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where pink is necessarily the terrain. Maybe, I've never seen pink in camouflage before, actually.
When you're down in Florida and you're amongst all those flamingos.
Right, that's true. Yeah, it would go over well. I don't know how many votes are going to come out of the Everglades themselves this year, but
that's true.
We'll see.
How much are you selling hats?
And this is another interesting version, deplorables. Where is my bus? We need more people who are actually going to the rally. Don't worry, you're not at a Hillary rally. It's just that people are coming via bus. The parking lot is limited here. Huge venue. We're going to be able to have thousands of people inside at the Plex. How are you guys doing today? Are you here for the rally or are you selling stuff? We're featuring smokers today. If you'd like to talk.
Now you're irritating.
Okay, no problem. Can I look at your merchandise here?
Yeah.
Okay, this one is good if you like black, yellow, and white. You may not want to wear a Pittsburgh Steelers hat after you saw the way they got crushed last Sunday by my local Philadelphia Eagles. But instead, if you want that black, white, yellow combination, you can get this 2016 Trump. Bomb the hell out of ISIS. We didn't see that before. Here's one. Second Amendment is big here in New Hampshire. I know it's a northeastern state, but to talk to some people. This is the... Well, I don't know how many votes are going to come out of... It's just that people are coming via bus. The parking lot is limited here. Huge venue. We're going to be able to have thousands of people inside at the Plex. How are you guys doing today? Are you here for the rally or are you selling stuff? We're featuring smokers today. If you'd like to talk.
Now you're irritating.
Okay, no problem. Can I look at your merchandise here?
Yeah.
Okay, this one is good if you like black, yellow, and white. You may not want to wear a Pittsburgh Steelers hat after you saw the way they got crushed last Sunday by my local Philadelphia Eagles. But instead, if you want that black, white, yellow combination, you can get this 2016 Trump. Bomb the hell out of ISIS. We didn't see that before. Here's one. Second Amendment is big here in New Hampshire. I know it's a northeastern state, but to talk to some people. This is the logo that didn't quite work out, the TP logo. I know you Beavis and Butthead fans liked that one. What are we gonna do here? I got a pregame show to do. We need people. Now I know what fans of Hillary do. Hi, are you here for the rally? Would you mind talking to me for a minute? I'm doing a live stream for Right Side Broadcasting Network, and because they're shuttling people right from the bus in, and plus you seem like you'd be an interesting person to talk to, I'd like to talk to you about your Trump support for Trump. We're the good guys, don't worry. This is the way it's going to be done. Okay, can we talk about Hillary then? You don't have to say nice things. We don't have that rule. You've nothing?
Definitely.
Or you're just too polite to say it?
I'll just quote Trump as crooked Hillary.
Crooked Hillary? What do you hope Trump talks about today?
Everything good. Everything he said on his debate. Was it Tuesday night or Monday night?
It was.
I don't know.
No, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. What about the fact that CNN's poll, that was the only one, said Hillary won the debate?
I don't believe that at all.
So you believe every other poll that came out, basically?
Yeah, and based upon what she said about his temperament, I don't think he has a temperament. I think it's more of a passion for America, to make the country great again, like you said. And he's an honest person. He's a decent person, and he's not phony at all like Hillary.
Temperament-wise, he was, if anything, a little mellow. Come on, talk to me. Thank you for talking to us. Come on, and I'd love to talk to you. I'm Adam, but I work for Right Side. Yes.
I know.
How are you? I guess this woman is familiar with us. Hey, you got plenty of room inside. Anyone who wants to talk to Right Side Broadcasting, come on over here, including you.
I'm late for phone banking.
Wait for the phone banking will be fine. Believe me. Don't believe the polls. Trump's up by 17 points in New Hampshire.
No.
You're going to be fine.
We've got to reach thousands of people.
You do, but trust me, we got this. You're going to be fine. Can you tell us why you like Right Side Broadcasting a little bit first?
You guys cover all of the rallies, so I can watch them anytime. They are recorded. You have fair recording and folks who are very good at talking about what's going on.
Oh, who do you like? Are you talking about Wayne Dupree, Pastor
Yes,
Burns?
Wayne Dupree, and I see him most of the time.
You ever watch? Okay, and we have 2 cameramen now.
Yep, you've got 2
Me being one of
cameramen
them?
you suggested, yes.
Yep.
And you guys are looking for donations because you've been payrolling.
Adam Taxin back with the pregame show. We're going to talk to people who are coming off the bus. Hi, will you talk to Right Side Broadcasting for a second? We're the good guys.
Hi.
Can I interview you a minute? Okay, who wants to be interviewed? All right, cool. What's going on? We're doing the live stream for Right Side Broadcasting. The Sox are playing pretty well. Okay, he's busy.
I don't know much about the Sox.
Oh, good.
Who are you?
I'm Adam Taxin with Right Side Broadcasting. We have our live pregame show going on right now. Who are you?
Well, I'm here to support Trump.
Okay, are you from New Hampshire or one of the nearby?
Yes, I am, New Hampshire.
Okay, cool. Did you go to any Trump rallies previously?
No, this is the first time I've ever been to one.
Cool. What are you hoping for?
Oh, I don't know. I just hear what he has to say.
What do you think of the...
I did watch the debates.
You didn't, or you did?
I did.
What did you think of the debates?
You don't really... I don't think you can say that on TV.
Yes, you can, because we're on the internet, so you can curse as much as you want,
I
because
don't
the FCC, we're not subject to them. Okay.
I thought it was rigged.
In which ways in
Hillary's.
particular? I mean, I've heard, I know.
Of course, the old nose job that she was pulling with. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't. I actually listened to it because I was coming back from Long Island.
Every time she wanted to speak, she would do this, and then Lester Holt would kind of interrupt. Pay attention.
Really? Well, I listened to it on the, on the radio.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I did see it on the. So I have to go.
Okay, thanks. Excuse me, could I ask you a question? You guys are here for the rally? Who wants to be on TV, live stream? Me. Okay, first of all, I got to ask you a question. Missouri Tigers.
This is just my grandmother gave me this.
Oh, okay. You guys, plenty of time. There's plenty of room in there. We like talking to young people. And, hey, come on over. Because Missouri's enrollment went down last year. I assume you don't like Hillary too much.
I mean, it's the hat. I like the Trump merchandise.
Okay.
I support Trump and all his views.
Okay. Which things do you like best about Trump?
Build the wall.
Build the wall.
Yeah.
And who's going to pay for it?
China.
Mexico.
Hey, China too. I don't know if China is really using the law. All right, who else has something to say here? Anyone, any message? You don't even have to like Trump. You can just be playing hooky from school. All right, enjoy the rally. Take care. What's that?
10 feet higher, 10 feet deeper.
10 feet higher, 10 feet deeper.
Under budget ahead of
I'll talk to you if you want. Cool. Enjoy. Oh boy, it's slow today. Can I ask you a question? Okay. Not good for business when they just ship people in. They don't have a walk. What's going on out here? Are you here for the rally?
I am.
Can I talk to you a minute?
I'm with NBC News.
Oh, okay.
We're the good guys.
That's true. Is Lester getting a lot of hate mail?
I don't know. I don't check his email.
Yeah. See ya. This is a tough pregame to do, man. They did not make this easy for us. How you doing? You're working here, right?
I'm affiliated with the campaign.
Oh, okay. You want to talk on the live stream?
Who are you with?
Right Side Broadcasting, the good guys. And we're doing it away from there so the signal doesn't break. And we'll talk to you for a while if you want, but let's get the best lighting, which would be you over there. And we have a nice pickup truck in the background. What's your name?
Dan Tamborello.
And you're here to volunteer for Trump?
I'm a state rep. I'm affiliated with the Trump campaign. I endorsed him over a year ago.
So you can do some semi-surrogate work here. Let's talk about the issues going on. First of all, on people's minds, besides the tragic incident in Hoboken, which we don't know what the real story is yet, but the debates or really anything you want to talk about, because you strike me as someone who's well informed.
Okay. Well, one thing I think a lot of people want to raise, you hear a lot on the left talking on the left about raising the minimum wage.
Yeah, in fact, by the way, they showed up en masse in the protest area at the debate. It was nowhere near the actual debate, but we saw a lot of them.
The amazing thing about that, as you probably know, is that if we stopped illegal immigration, the wages of legal Americans would naturally raise.
Yep.
And you wouldn't have a debate about the minimum wage because the market would find its right spot to pay people what they're worth.
Yep, the Fight for 15 folks were out there.
For 15,
based on some of the accents, let's just say I didn't check their citizenship. It might not have been as much of a contradiction.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it at that.
So, I mean, what's happening is they're polluting the legal worker market by bringing in illegal wages and anchoring legal workers and anchoring the wages down artificially.
Economics 101, essentially.
Economics 101, supply and demand.
Now, what did you think of the debates?
I thought Trump did exactly what he needed to do, which was hold his own and present the presidential countenance, which he did. He looked like a legal worker market by bringing in illegal wages and anchoring legal workers and anchoring the wages down artificially.
Economics 101, essentially.
Economics 101, supply and demand.
Now, what did you think of the debates?
I thought Trump did exactly what he needed to do, which was hold his own and present the presidential countenance, which he did. He looked like
exactly what I thought, by the way.
And that's what I think that they expected, the campaign expected from him, and he executed that quite well, I thought.
Rush Limbaugh has been making the point that people don't remember every detail of the debate, and it doesn't change votes. They don't remember everything people say. They remember how someone made you feel.
That's right. They remember that, and they remember zingers,
Right, which there really weren't any of.
There weren't any quite that there weren't any that were memorable.
Yeah, I don't remember it 3 days later, do you?
No, maybe, Ronald Reagan, we always remember the one, about his age and when he was debating with Mondale, but that's the kind of example that we're talking about, but there wasn't one of those.
And we all, the one also that comes to mind is Lloyd Benson with Dan Quayle.
Yeah.
You're no John Kennedy, but who won that election now? I mean, even those don't apparently have
that's right.
That much of effect. I mean, yeah, it was a vice presidential debate.
Yeah. If there's a major negative sort of trip up that happens for one of the candidates, that'll be remembered, or if there's a funny zinger, that'll be remembered. But beyond that, I think, debates pretty much don't move the needle one way or the other.
What do you think of the whole Miss Piggy thing? I mean, there's so many news stories coming out. And by the way, I have to point this out, that even though Miss Piggy was a pig, she wasn't fat. I mean, for a pig, she was actually pretty fit.
I've never seen a good shot of her. I think I saw a face shot on
I'm talking about Miss Piggy the Muppet. Really isn't thin, so she didn't deserve that.
Oh no, of course not.
I mean, she's thin for a pig.
That's right. I thought you were talking about the.
I am
beauty
talking
queen
about
from
that, but
Venezuela.
I had to make that point.
Yeah, no, and
a porn star.
Right. Oh, I see you making the comparison. No, look. I think it's come out that she's not a credible person. I
You think that's hit on the judge?
She was an accessory to a robbery, supposedly, possibly an accessory to murder with this other guy who's now in prison.
I don't know if they actually killed the judge in that case.
They threatened the judge.
They threatened, yeah. So.
And then she also did a reality TV show where she was having sex on live television.
Yes,
so.
I saw that. And by the way, I'm from the Philadelphia area.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about how the Phillies are doing this year, but there was a player on the Phillies she apparently was engaged to, Bobby Abreu, and they broke off the marriage because she had sex with another guy on a reality show.
On my way over here, I just read about that. So
yeah, that's the new one.
It's funny. It's funny that Hillary Clinton would pick her as the person for her to use as a jab at Trump, and now it's blowing up in her face.
I mean, what's interesting is, we had the incident, I don't know, it's probably 7 years now, where there was a volunteer on her campaign, I think when she was in high school, who then went into porno. Right. But you can't really blame Hillary Clinton for something some girl did 3 years later after working for her. We can't really blame Hillary for that. But this is someone this is in her past, not her future.
I think it's also interesting to see that the Clinton campaign and Hillary by proxy is grabbing onto things that have nothing to do with the issues. She won't talk about the issues. She knows, they must know that if they talk about the issues, the American voters are not going to vote for their candidate. And look, we have two candidates in this race. For some reason, they both have high negatives. Okay,
right.
This is sort of, in a way, it's sort of unprecedented. They're both so high negative. But I think one of the sleepers is that you have people who say, if you walk up to them on the street, they say, well, Trump, Clinton, I don't like either one of them. But I think a great percentage of those people, or a significant percentage of those people, are going to be closet Trump voters. They might tell you in public, or you stick a camera in their face, I'm not going to vote for Trump because X, Y, and Z. They go into that booth, they're going to pull the trigger for Trump. On the other hand, I think if people tell you that they're not voting for Clinton and they don't like Clinton, they're not going to secretly go in and vote for her. The only way that's going to break is towards Trump.
That's the Wilder effect, or reverse Wilder effect. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
The California mayor or governor?
No, he was Virginia governor, a black guy who was running. Right. They didn't want to seem racist to the pollsters.
That's right.
Obviously, race is not an issue with these two.
That's
but do you have a couple more minutes? Because we're enjoying talking to you, and apparently our viewers do, and you're fairly articulate and well-informed.
By the way, your viewers may know, if they Google me, my name's Dan Tamborello. State rep from New Hampshire. I went viral about 2 weeks ago with some comments about Hillary Clinton's health.
Oh, please tell us. Tell us more about yourself.
What it was, my father has Parkinson's disease.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And no, that's all right. He's had it since 1989, and I just noted that there were some parallels between the two of them. Some of the symptoms that he had, and it's been long been theorized on the internet.
Who is this guy they keep interviewing?
I'm not sure.
We'll talk to you too if you want. Right Side Broadcasting.
He's got a press badge.
Okay. Oh, maybe he's the reporter. He has an interesting hat.
But it was interesting, and I couldn't figure out why it went viral because I didn't say anything controversial at all. And I've seen people say things that are much more controversial that did go viral.
Are you getting hate mail, or maybe?
I got all kinds of left-wing hate mail and nastiness that you know how it goes, right? So
we really don't get that much hate mail on Right Side Broadcasting.
No,
some people think I talk too much or too loudly sometimes,
but you know how the left is. With these things. But what I figured it out was I think I was the first elected official in the Republican Party to say that I thought she had some sort of serious illness.
And because you had a personal connection
to it. And I had a
it.
personal connection with the Trump campaign. But it was just simply making an observation.
No, with your father, I meant.
Right, and that too. But yeah, I understand Michael Savage was recently taken off the air for similar comments. I don't know exactly.
I heard about this 2 days ago. I don't know. I mean, I have not heard the thing, and we follow Savage back at the home office in Alabama.
Sure.
I just don't know. Sometimes maybe he's old and just took a nap in the middle of it, because what he said compared to other things he says, I was listening to him a little bit yesterday.
I didn't hear the comment. What was the comment?
It's just he was talking about Hillary's health, but then he got taken off the air. But it's not like he was on CNN.
He's a scientist. I believe he has a PhD from Berkeley.
I just don't know what the full story is. It could be a situation where he just might have just said, all right, I've done enough today. I'm tired. I don't want to do my show anymore, which he does sometimes, especially in the third hour.
Well, he's got funny stories. I used to, if you ever read his book, he talks about how meatballs were in the 50s. And the big,
which one is that?
One of his early books is, big,
he has a funny title.
Big, juicy, nice meatballs you get in the 50s.
Yeah.
Now, after the liberals got into it, we have like the Swedish-sized meatballs.
Okay.
I got the boss calling me here, so I have to call her back.
She can wait. Whatever. the wife, she'll understand.
Yeah. She's probably looking for parking.
Well, she ain't going to find it here. They're shuttling people. They've been doing that for a while. So we talked about Miss Piggy, the debate. What do you think will happen in the next few debates?
I think you'll see a little more aggressive debating from Mr. Trump. I mean, he's got nothing to lose, certainly by being a little more aggressive. But and I think you'll still see he'll be anchored to that presidential demeanor. But he'll talk about her lies and the way she mishandled classified security, national security information, and things like that. I think that's what we'll see.
By the way, that guy apparently was Mark McKinnon from the circus on Showtime.
Yeah.
Which I think my face appeared on it. I'm hearing from Alabama.
It was great talking with you. I
you
better go
too.
because the boss is calling.
Thank you, Mr. Tamborello. Dan Tamborello, it is?
Yes, correct.
If people want to get in touch with you, how do they do it?
You can find me on Twitter at GoTambo or on Facebook. Just look for Daniel Tamborello.
All right. Thanks for talking to us.
All right.
I'm going to go try to stalk Mark McKinnon, but he may have gone inside. So Mark McKinnon went back there. Is that his? That's his entourage. All right, we're not allowed to talk to him. Maybe I'll talk to him anyway. We love our officers. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, you guys are sales. I didn't see that. There. Okay.
So I can back up.
There is Mark McKinnon here from Alabama.
You can find me on Twitter at GoTambo or on Facebook. Just look for Daniel Tamborello.
All right. Thanks for talking to us.
All right.
I'm going to go try to stalk Mark McKinnon, but he may have gone inside. So Mark McKinnon went back there. Is that his? That's his entourage. All right. We're not allowed to talk to him. Maybe I'll talk to him anyway. We love our officers. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, you guys are sales. I didn't see that there. Okay.
So I can back up.
There is Mark McKinnon here near the Blue Lives Matter. Hey, I remember you. What's going on?
How are you?
Now I'm talking less, and we'd love to talk to you because you were very good last time when I was in New Hampshire. I forgot your name though.
Man.
Hey, how are you?
Good, dude. How you doing?
You know, Right Side Broadcasting. I haven't been so good about watching TV lately, but the boss, Joe Seals, is a huge fan of yours.
Awesome.
He said he, in fact, interrupted what I thought was a pretty good interview, and he said, "Go stalk him. Go stalk him. Go stalk him right now."
Thanks for watching.
What's that?
Tell him thanks for watching.
Can we ask you any questions? Okay. I know they'll come in from our home office in Alabama. Are you familiar with Right Side Broadcasting at all?
Yeah,
or?
sure.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So you watch us?
Yeah.
I guess you watch the rallies. That's how you catch up?
Absolutely, yeah. No, you guys do good work.
Thank you. Well, we try. I mean, we try to be, it's less about being splendid as, I try to be clever during the pregame show a little bit, as just consistently and reliably having the stream for every Trump rally that there is. And if we didn't, you wouldn't watch, I guess.
That's a great service,
yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Is it bad judgment? How you catch up?
Yeah. No, you guys do good work.
Thank you. Well, we try. I mean, we try to be, it's less about being splendid as, I try to be clever during the pregame show a little bit, as just consistently and reliably having the stream for every Trump rally that there is. And if we didn't, you wouldn't watch, I guess.
That's a great service,
yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Is it bad judgment, or just the stories that are coming out about her? Was she not properly vetted?
Well, listen, I think the problem for Donald Trump is that it is about women and about Hispanics. Those are two demographics that are really important.
But the story with the hit on the judge and the getting dumped by Bobby Abreu because she had sex with a guy on live TV.
I think that a lot of women look at that and say they don't care. It's not about
really.
her.
So you think that actually could work out for him?
I think the issue for women is that he's body shaming a woman. It doesn't have anything to do with her past. It doesn't matter who she is or what she's done. He's shaming a woman.
You think
body size.
They don't even look? But what about? I actually talked to a former member of the Philadelphia Eagles yesterday who played for them in the 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and he was saying, "Look, man, McNabb got in trouble for being 10, 15 pounds overweight, and it didn't even affect his performance. Hollis Thomas got really in trouble, and he's an offensive lineman who didn't have to run." This is thanks to Freddie Mitchell, by the way, who said that. I'll give him some credit. Just do people understand when your job is to be in a bikini, just like when it is to be a football player, even an offensive lineman?
Listen, I'm just telling you the reality. The reality
think
is
it will?
women around America don't like men talking about body size.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What do you think will be the stories over the next few days, to the extent you can predict it? Obviously, Hoboken maybe at this point.
I think it'll shift pretty quickly now to the second debate, and a lot of anticipation for that debate. And it'll be all eyes on Trump to see if he is more prepared for the second debate than he was in the first one. And I think no matter what you think of his performance, or whether or not you're a supporter or not, I think that almost anybody would say that more preparation would be helpful.
Okay, Adam Taxin with the pregame show. Continuing here, the vendors know that a new bus is here. This is not Democrats voting in precinct after precinct. This is people coming from the overflow parking at the airport. There's just not enough parking. How y'all doing? Any of you know Right Side Broadcasting? All right. What's going on? We'll talk to these people. This is who's coming off the bus. The vendors go right over to the bus. This man who's vending... Or not an earthquake, don't worry. You're going to want to give up? Don't. I like that positive shirt. And that's a retired military shirt? United States Army. You guys psyched? We're with Right Side Broadcasting, the good guys here.
Oh, okay.
Any thoughts as you go into the rally?
I didn't know there were any good guys left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
The infrastructure and just a total end of like
and clearly. But first, this art project, please make America great again. Sense of urgency in that one.
Absolutely.
Where are you all here from? Are you New Hampshireans?
Boston.
Oh, you came in from Boston, which is not in play yet in this election. If current trends continue, maybe Massachusetts will be. What do you love most about Trump?
What we like about Trump is that he's covering all the issues that are important, from immigration, illegal immigration, the economy, jobs, rebuilding the infrastructure, and just a total end of like political correctness. So he's hitting on all the right cylinders for me.
Can I ask you as a woman what you think of the Miss Piggy fat shaming issue?
Oh, that's just blown out so out of proportion, so to speak. Pardon the expression. It's just let it go, water off a duck, and I don't think that had anything to do with his women vote.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a
Hi.
good day.
Thank you. Thank you for your service, first of all. Wow, that's we don't see that hat much. Can you tell us more about it?
Okay, my hat, I'm with the Polish American veterans, and almost 98% of the Polish American veterans are going to be voting for Trump. He gave a talk yesterday to the Polish American Congress, and it's our thinking that he's going to prevent war between Poland and NATO with the Russians. He's a guy that can really be diplomatic and make the appropriate deals so that we don't get into a nuclear war. And I've been with the U.S. Army for 28 years, and actually was in Heidelberg when I got a message that stated, prepare for general nuclear war, and that was the Cuban Missile Crisis. So I can see Patton is almost like Trump is like General Patton.
He loves to cite General Patton and General MacArthur
Yeah,
in his speeches.
that's absolutely true. But he has that type of doing. He's a go-getter. He understands a lot of the issues that are a problem with the United States, and I wish that he's going to get elected as president.
You know, I'm guessing that you probably follow Polish affairs a little bit more than the average American.
Absolutely.
I've noticed that Barack Obama is unpopular a lot of places, but he's particularly unpopular in Poland. Maybe you could inform our audience about what's going on there?
Well, under Barack Obama, there was a coup in the Ukraine, and at that point, the Obama administration, I think, was responsible to Ambassador Nuland to cause a conflict and civil war in Ukraine. And I think it's the problem with the Obama administration in dealing with that situation over there. And of course, the Russians are always going to defend their country. So we have to be very, very cautious about starting a conflict between Poland jumping in to rescue the Ukrainians and start World War III. I mean, after all, World War II started in Poland.
Yeah.
And so therefore, the Polish people are very nervous about what's going on here. And we're hoping, we got 40 days for the election. And I hope nothing happens.
Do you live in a community with a lot of Polish Americans?
Yeah, I'm in the Boston area. I'm in the community in Boston and Chelsea, Massachusetts.
And what's the feeling there? Do they feel similarly?
Well, we're trying to educate them. Basically, they're starting to change right now. As of the meeting between Trump and the Polish Americans in Chicago. That YouTube video is being spread through the entire Polish community to vote for Trump.
Okay, I'm not sure which video this is. Maybe you can.
This is the Polish-American Congress meeting yesterday in Chicago. And that video is going viral throughout the Polish community. He gave an excellent talk on the same topic that I'm talking about right now.
And missile defense has been an issue with...
Well, missile defense is too close in Poland.
Yeah.
I'm a lieutenant colonel. I'm not in favor of missile defense. There is no... You can't react fast enough because they're on the border of Poland. Those missile systems should be back in Germany, you know? And so that leaves Poland vulnerable to a surprise attack by Putin. So,
let me ask one more question. There is, you know what's going on in Germany. There's basically being a, for lack of a better word, replacement of the native population with so-called refugees from so-called Syria. I know the Polish people do not want, at least it seems.
The Polish people can't take anybody else in. After all, the Poles know they fought at the Battle of Vienna, in which the Poles defeated the Muslims coming into Europe at that time. That was the second jihad. This is the third jihad, and so the Poles are very aware of what happens when you have a different culture. I mean, you have a Sharia law, and that's antagonizing the Germans, and they're just going to run into all sorts of problems.
You know what? I want to bring up two other things. Some say that the men in Poland, as opposed to a lot of places in Western European, still actually act like men, and they're a little more vigorous defending their country and their native culture.
Yeah. No, they're still. You still got men ruling the families.
Yeah.
So the families in Poland are very strong. They're still Catholic, and so this cultural change and is not going to happen in Poland.
Right.
And so we're trying to prevent that right now. So I take trips. I know a lot of people in Poland, the families there, and they're still very strong. And the men are more ruling than the women.
They don't wear skinny jeans.
No, they don't. They don't.
You like that one?
This is my wife.
Hi, nice to meet you. Where? What part of Poland is your family from, by the way?
Well, we're in several locations. We're in Warsaw, Gdańsk. We have family in the farming areas.
Okay, which is a lot of Poland. Poland's very, by the way, I want to just, people don't know that much about Poland. I did read Herman Wouk's book, The Winds of War and War and Remembrance, which take place in part in Poland. And Poland is particularly vulnerable during wars because it doesn't have natural barriers like the Alps, which is why Switzerland doesn't get invaded too often. Poland is very flat, and so it's very easy militarily to just invade. As you know, Poland has been invaded many times. But there's one other thing on Polish history I just want to make this sort of a teaching moment. The Battle of Vienna, people might be confused, and they're saying, wait, Vienna's in Austria. What were the Polish doing there? Maybe I know a little bit about this. Maybe you can explain that point of history a little bit more for our audience.
Well, I think what happened is the Pope recognized, that the battle had to be stopped in Vienna. So you had the Hussars. The Polish army was quite strong, and with their particular horses. So they were able to move, and I don't know if you know what the Hussars. They had the big lances, and as opposed to the short swords, so they were stronger people because of the farms are very good. You got very good food in Poland and Ukraine, and so during the Second World War, the farmers in Poland helped to survive everybody by smuggling food.
Yeah.
So, and not only that, they fought a partisan war, Armia Krajowa, which they also broke the German code.
I did not know that.
In 1933, they were the first ones that broke the code. So a lot of their the military escaped, especially pilots in their ships, were able to escape because they broke the code. And as you know, they had 10 Polish squadrons in the IRF, and the top one was the Kosciuszko 303 squadron, who had about the most kills against German aircraft in the Battle of Britain.
No kidding, I did not know that.
Yeah, and so in one of our Americans, Colonel Gabby Gabreski, was with the Polish fighter squad, and they taught him how to shoot down airplanes. So he became the top fighter pilot ace in the European theater with 28 victories in the Second World War, flying a P-47. And then he also had to be called back during the Korean War because the Russian pilots were killing American pilots, so they brought back some of the ace pilots, and Govetsky was one of them. He shot down another 7 jets after he was shot.
I know you want to go in, but one final thing.
Yeah.
How do you say "Make America Great Again" in Polish?
Promocja Amerykana. Na było lepsze. Najlepszego Amerykanie.
Thank you. Enjoy. Excuse me, you're Chinese Americans for Trump? Can I talk to you for a minute? For a right side. Oh, you know Right Side Broadcasting? Right Side Broadcasting. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, wait, you know Right Side Broadcasting?
Yes, I do watch your guys' channel. And
How do you say "Make America Great Again" in Mandarin?
把美国建设得更好。
Enjoy the rally. Excuse me. Do you have a minute? I'm with Right Side Broadcasting. Trump is definitely a big fan of ours. I want to first of all thank you for your service, assuming that's your hat. Can we talk to you for a minute?
Sure, what?
First of all, how many years have you been a vet?
Oh, I've been 45
I mean, how many years were you in?
1969. I was.
Okay, what are your thoughts as you go in there today?
Just to hear him again. I've been listening to him all the time anyway, just to listen to him.
Ever listen on Right Side Broadcasting Network?
No.
Cool. What did you think of the debate?
Oh, well, half and half.
You like the first 30 minutes better?
Yeah. Well, I missed the first half hour.
Okay, thanks. Hi, do you mind talking to Right Side Broadcasting for a minute? We're the good guys.
Let's go.
Okay, all right. You don't want to be in there too? Okay.
Hi, I'm Pam Tucker. I'm Jane Tucker.
Tell us about yourselves. You're very shy, I can tell already.
She is. She's very sorry. I'm learning from her. I'm Pam Tucker. I'm a current state representative in the New Hampshire House of Representatives, and I'm a Trump supporter.
We talked to Mr. Tamborello before.
Oh yes, Danny. He's up
talking
there.
to him before.
Yes.
Yeah, he's here. Tell us about what you like most about Donald Trump. I'll talk to both of you, I guess.
I want something that's going to be a better future for my children, and I believe that Donald Trump has what it takes to change the direction of where our government's going in terms of the growth of the government and the takeover of our economy, and bring it back down to size where we have the opportunity, my children, more so my children than me, have the opportunity that I had when I was their age.
What do you think about Hillary's new desperate ploy for women's votes with the fat-shaming Miss Piggy issue?
It's unfortunate that Mr. Trump fell into that trap and even bothered to answer such outrageous charges in the campaign.
And with the new allegations again, well, we have a child here, so we won't even get into that. Yeah, exactly. We can't even talk about that now. This is a Hillary surrogate. Now, can we talk to your daughter a little bit?
Ooh, certainly can.
All right. She's aching to talk to us, clearly. What do you like most about Trump?
Well, first of all, he can make America great again. I'm a strong Republican like my mom, so I'm the same way. I support all the things he supports, so yeah.
Yeah, that is support for those of you not in New England. That is an accent there. That is definitely a New Hampshire accent. Let me try to, I did spend college up here. How do you think the Sacs are going to do in the playoffs?
Good.
All right. No, I'm just making fun. I did spend 4 years up here. A lot of non-New Englanders where I went to college. What did the other kids in your school think?
Well, I do fight. Today at recess, I actually fought with my best friend who's a Democrat. We always get into political fights, but there's a majority of Republicans in my school.
Oh.
So they always back me up, and the Democrats always back her up, so it's just a whole brawl.
What do they do? Call you racist? For liking Trump? Or sexist?
They talk about Trump and how he's sexist and racist, so yeah, pretty much.
When do you ever say, well, at least he didn't smash 13 laptops with a hammer?
Oh, never mentioned that.
Okay, what else are your comebacks that are...
Hillary for prison, that's one of them.
I imagine that doesn't go over too well.
Oh, no, no.
Do you ever... Hillary for prison, like with the coughs in there too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can you do a good Hillary impersonation?
Oh, no, I can't.
That's all right. It's not healthy to do. Any final thoughts about more serious stuff, like your future and why it's important for someone who has so many years to look forward to get Donald Trump in there?
I just think he will make my generation better, and we're becoming really smart now, so I think he will just push us towards that, so yeah.
All right, enjoy the rally.
Woo!
Oh, wait. I want to give you a chance to say "Make America Great Again."
Make America great again. Donald Trump for president 2016.
Thank you. Enjoy. All right, who else do we have out here? Or are we going to wrap this up soon? We missed that whole busload, but here we got another vet, and we love our vets here, as Donald Trump does. Excuse me. Thank you for your service, first of all. I'm with Right Side Broadcasting, who Trump loves, and I'm wondering, and we're not the bad media, if we can talk to you for a minute, especially because you're an Afghanistan veteran.
Actually, I'd rather just enjoy the show, but I appreciate your service.
Okay, enjoy. Thank you for your service. All right, who else do we have? Care to be on with Right Side Broadcasting?
Right Side Broadcasting.
Yeah. You know us? Oh, you sound like you're familiar. Okay, can we tell you about us?
Yeah, sure.
Is that your Molon Labe car?
No, it's not.
Okay, Batman's.
I do like that saying.
Okay, so I imagine you, like a lot of New Hampshireans, assuming you're a New Hampshirean, are a big fan of the Second Amendment.
Yeah, I actually am.
Okay, are you from New Hampshire?
I am from New Hampshire.
Okay, because that would be rough if you were from Massachusetts and you had those views.
I would have the same views if I lived in Massachusetts.
I know, they'd just give you a harder time if you were in Massachusetts.
Well, the Constitution covers the whole country.
Is that your big issue, or do you have a lot of other issues
I think
on your mind?
The biggest issue is the economy.
What do you think of the two candidates, or the four candidates, comparatively on the economy?
Well, obviously, I'm supporting Donald Trump because I think he's got the answers that will move America forward.
Uh-huh. Are you two together?
We are.
Can we ask you Can I ask him a Second Amendment question?
You can try.
Okay, I'm with Right Side Broadcasting. We're very pro-Trump. What do Second Amendment supporters need to keep in mind as we go toward this election?
Who to vote for?
And that person would be?
Donald Trump, Jim Lawrence.
Okay, and finally, any thoughts on the debate?
No, actually, no. No
Okay.
thoughts on it at all.
Great, enjoy the rally.
Will do.
What do you say we widen down here? Give me a cue from Alabama. Not our longest one. We did 2 hours, 20 minutes a few days ago, but it might be a few minutes before a bus comes in. And the buses, people are going straight in there. It's Adam Taxin again. Bedford, New Hampshire, right outside Manchester. You can feel that it's turning into fall. Pleasant day, but you just know fall is around the corner here. That's the venue in there. It will be full, like every Trump rally, but it's just not a big crowd outside because they're moving people in efficiently today. And this is the Sportsplex. I'm just thinking anything else I have to tell you. Brad is our new cameraman. He's been doing a great job. He was in Waukesha, Wisconsin yesterday, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of him over the next few weeks than you will of me, because I'm Jewish and I observe the Jewish holidays really to the full extent. So that's going to pretty much eat up a lot of my time in October. You know what? I just thought of something. A lot of people make trips to New England to see the fall foliage, and here we have the beginning of it. Some of the leaves are turning here, and I should probably get a shot of it behind the cars in the parking lot. And guess what? A new bus is coming, so I will actually accost those people as they get off the bus. That might be the last bus I do that with. But there you see a tree is in brown. You see the leaves are changing color. Let's see if we get interesting people on this bus that is coming from the airport, where they have the overflow parking. Most of the parking here is overflow. We're going to see if there's any interesting people, and then that'll be it for the pregame show. And this might be my last pregame show for a while. I am definitely off Monday and Tuesday next week. This is the last rally I'm doing this week. Not doing one tomorrow or Sunday. And I don't even know what my schedule is for Wednesday, Thursday next week. But Brad may do a pregame show. It's just not going to be me doing it. And wait. Oh, nope. This is a bus that is leaving to pick more people up. On that note, I am going to wrap up the pregame show. Let me just thank all of you guys who support Right Side Broadcasting Network. You make this possible. You've made the travel possible, whether by car or by air. Fortunately, I got to travel by car. Brad's been doing the heavier lifting, having to go through airports earlier in the morning than I have this week. That's the other cameraman. But thank you, those of you who have made this possible and who are making it possible, well, to hire more people, such as Brad, the new cameraman, and who just make it possible for us to grow. Obviously, we're going to keep on going after the election, one way or another, regardless of who wins, and it'll change depending on who wins. And, lots of good ideas back in the home office in Alabama, so please keep the contributions coming, and we'll keep the thank yous coming. And I think it's time to wrap this up. This has been Adam Taxin for the pregame show. Thank you for watching. Right side. Let me just mention that Brad will be out west next week. It seems like that's where the rallies are going to be. I know of some in Arizona and Colorado already. And on that note, let me say goodbye and tune in a little while for the actual rally. Thanks for